You found your way here to Waking Up with Ryan. I'm so glad that you pushed play. This is the place you and I come to wake up together. So let's take a deep breath and begin. Good morning, my love. Just a few days ago, I was invited into what was the most sacred experience of my entire life. A dear friend of mine's mother was passing away, and she asked me to come over and sit with her mother and family for her final moments and conduct a celebration, some prayer, some meditation, and some releasing of her spirit and her soul in this transition. And so, of course, I showed up and was there with the family sitting around the hospital bed where her mother was completely awake and aware and conscious, and my God, so surrendered. And at one point during the ceremony, I asked everyone if they had anything they wanted to say. Is there parting words? Is there anything you want to ask forgiveness for? I even asked, is there anything that you want to ask your mother or your grandmother that you need to forgive her for? And one of the people in the family shared the most beautiful words about what their relationship meant to them. And this is somebody who they had a lot of tumult and pain in their relationship. And this person began to apologize for the ways that they were hurtful. And after this, there was silence. And I looked at the woman in her final moments, and I said to her, "Do you have anything you want to say?" And she looked at everyone. And then she looked at me, and she said, "All is forgiven." And everyone burst into tears. This is not somebody who had an easy life. I said to her after she shared that, she said, "All is forgiven." And I said to her, "Please, tell us, how does that feel?" And she looked right at me and she said, "It feels like freedom. I feel free." It was like the ultimate spiritual teaching was sitting right in front of us. There's a teaching that comes from the world of Kundalini Yoga that says the purpose of your entire life, every day spent in this body on this planet, has a purpose, which is to prepare you for how you are going to be in your final moments before you pass away. And sitting before me on that day was the perfect example of a life well lived. A woman who, when I said to her, "What do you think? What are you afraid of in terms of what death is?" And she said, "I'm not afraid." She said, "I've always known it's coming." And she said, "I've lived my life well. I've lived my life fully. I've taken risks, I've taken chances, I've experienced what there is to experience here. Despite the fear and the smallness wanting to keep her small, she lived," which prepared her for her final moments to be surrendered for what was coming. This is what I want for you, and this is what I want for me. To live your life so fully that in your final moments, you're ready and willing to move on. The only thing that gets in the way of you living your life fully in the way God has intended for you and for all of us and for all beings is your thoughts. Your thoughts of, should I or shouldn't I? But what if it doesn't work? But that's too vulnerable. I can't take that risk. I can't take that thing. I can't leave that job. I can't leave that relationship. It's your mind that's constantly trying to keep you safe. But my love, there is no safety here. You're going to pass one day. And so I want to encourage you today and all days to live your life fully like she did. To see that your time in this body is a short blessing. The days may feel really long, but the life is short. And it's your duty to live it fully in alignment with your heart, so that one day you can be like this woman and forgive everyone for their mistakes and forgive yourself for your mistakes, so that you can feel the freedom of truly remembering who you really are, which is the eternity that was before this body, that is during this body, that will be after this body, that is experiencing this human experience, rising up as a wave, but recognizing that you are the entire ocean. Getting to watch the experience of rising up as this wave, as this identity as a separate person, watching the fullness of your experience, the stuff that you like and the stuff that you don't like, watching it all as a gift, forgiving everyone and everything because they simply forget who they are and act out accordingly, and so do you. Forgiving it all so that you can live in the freedom that's meant for you, and you do not have to wait until your final moments for that forgiveness and for that freedom. You can choose it now. So let's close our eyes together and take some deep breaths. And see yourself in your final moments of your life. This may feel really hard, but the way to live your life more fully is to bring your impermanence closer. Take some deep breaths and see yourself in your final moments. And notice in that moment, do you still want to be holding those grudges? Do you still want to be blaming that person or those people for your experience? Do you want to look back at your life and gone, shoot, I should have taken those risks. Shoot, I should have acknowledged what a blessing that was. Shoot, I wish I had lived more fully. I wish I had forgiven that person. Or in your final moments, do you want to feel freedom? Do you want to look back at your life and go, man, I did a good job. Yeah, I might be afraid of what comes next because I don't know what it is. No one does. I might be afraid of that, but looking back at my life, I did it. I lived it. When I was tempted to get stuck in blame or shame, I chose forgiveness and freedom. When I was tempted to stay small, I chose to rise to the occasion. When I woke up every morning, I said, thank you, dear universe, for another day. I give my life to you. Show me the way. I experienced miracles. I experienced heartbreak, and all of it was a divine gift. Let's take a deep breath and let it go. And so I ask you to reflect on this. How do you want to live today? How do you want to live today? What do you need to let go of? Who do you need to forgive? What action do you need to take? How do you need to care for yourself? Who do you need to apologize to? How can you be more free? Let's take a deep breath in and letting it go. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Let's live our lives fully. Loving you from right here. Hi. I hope you're feeling even just a little bit more prepared to take on the day. But before you go, I'd love to hear from you. And you can send me a voice note by going to my website, wakingupwithryan.com. Scroll down to the section that says, Send Ryan a voice note. Tap the button to leave me a voice message with a question you have, maybe a relationship challenge you're having, or a spiritual hang-up, some kind of an emotional struggle. Any topic that you'd love for me to address on the podcast, I want to hear from you. Loving you from here.